Welcome everyone back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over a recent content patch that Islands just added. So let's check it out. First off, Islands added the Static Scepter, which is a brand new weapon which could be found as a rare drop from defeating the Wizard boss. According to some statistics that I've seen so far, it's about a 1 in 4k chance to get this weapon, so it's pretty hard to get, but some managed to actually get it in their first try, which just blows my mind. Unfortunately, I have not been lucky enough to do that, so you will not be seeing any footage of that today. They also made it so that vending machines will only render their UI when nearby. This makes it so that all those big malls that you see don't lag anymore, and it's so much nicer now. They also made it so that the mobile interact UI range has been reduced, which is a small little change, but it's much needed for some mobile players because mobile is a bit of a mess. They also added descriptions to the sickle tools, which is not really that big of a deal. But today we're really going to talk about the big change that they made. They made it so that magic XP now gives scaling bonus damage. So if we come over here and look at our skill right now, instead of just saying like plus 0.5 damage per every level we are, it now gives us percent damages. So now I earn plus 168% damage instead of like plus 20 or 30 or so. So, today we're going to see how much of a buff this is and whether it's broken or not. So I'm here on the slime island now, and we're going to see how well do these weapons take down these slimes now. Let's go take a look. Alright, so if I hit this green slime, let's see how much damage we do. Oh my gosh, we one-hit them now. Let's see if this works on all of the other slimes. It'd be pretty cool to see if we actually one-hit them. Alright, I finally managed to get a blue slime to spawn, so let's see if we one-shot him too. It still takes 3 hits to destroy him, but that's pretty good. I wonder if we can get a pink slime to spawn and see what the damage that we do to it now. Because I remember pink slimes used to take like 10 hits from a title. Oh, and just a little premise real quick. The title, spellbook, and the Staff of Godzilla are both the same exact thing. The Staff of Godzilla is just a little bit of a extra flair to it, you know? Instead of being like, oh yeah, I just got a normal title, it's like, oh, I got this limited edition skin for doing this event. So, it's pretty cool to have them, and they're definitely going to go up in value in the future. Alright guys, so unfortunately I was not able to get a pink slime to spawn, so I won't be able to test its damage here, but I actually have my Slime King ready over here, so let's test how fast we can actually defeat him now. Here we go. Alright, let's go get this guy. I think it may be a little bit hard to hit the shots just because of how laggy the titles and the staffs get nowadays. I don't know why they get so laggy, but man, we are doing an insane amount of damage to him. It only takes like 10 hits to destroy him. Okay, this magic damage buff may actually be kind of insane. Let's go see how much damage we do to Buffalo Cores. Alright guys, I'm over here at the Buffalo Core Island now, so let's test its damage. Alright, I remember it used to do like 8 hits to destroy these things, but now it only takes 3. Like, watch this. So we got 1, 2, 3. Boom, it's destroyed. This is so good. And it still has the knockback that it used to. These may be some of the most broken weapons in the game. I wonder how much damage they would do to like the wizards on the Wizard Island. Let's go check that one out next. Alright, so I'm over here on the Wizard Island now, so let's go and try and find the wizards. I know they spawn right in front of the wizard boss, so let's go up this hill. Also, what are you guys thinking about all these new islands? Because I'm really loving the look of the Buffalo Core and the Wizard Island. They just look so much more natural, and they have such a good feel to them. Alright, enough of me going off topic here. Let's go see the damage that this does to these. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, did we just one-hit them? No, no way. Let's see this. Oh my gosh. We one-hit the wizards. Okay, this buff may actually be broken. That's kind of insane. This would be so OP for like an AFK farm. Like you can just stand right here and just like turn on an auto clicker and then you could just farm these things all day. Oh, maybe I should stop attacking for a second and eat some bread so I don't die. Also, these things start targeting you so much further away. Ah, stop chasing me. Alright, so we've seen that they can one-hit these wizards now. So let's see what we can do against a wizard boss with this. Alright, you ready for this? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, there he is. Let's get him right here. This wizard boss is such a cool addition to the game, and the whole static scepter thing being like a rare drop from it is kind of cool. I like it a lot better than the blueprint thing that we used to do, because the blueprints used to be like dupable, so they were just really annoying to deal with. And it looks like we're doing a really good amount of damage to this thing. Like, he can't even hit us, and we're just doing insane amounts of damage. Look at that. Like, every hit we do, we just take off 10% of his health. This thing is so good now. All of the magic items are now. Like, oh my gosh, this buff was insane. I wonder how fast we could defeat a Buffalo Core with these things. Oh, not the bread, but this. Let's go see how fast we could defeat him now. Alright guys, so I'm here in the diamond mines now, so let's go to the core and let's see what we can do. I honestly really love the design of this island. This place looks so good. I haven't really gotten to comment on it much because I haven't been here a lot, but it's looking really good. Whoever the terrain designer is for islands, they're doing a really good job and they need to keep it up. The next thing I'd like to see is like a complete, total transformation of the slime island. It would be so cool to see it like the Buffalo Core island is, and how the Wizard Island is now. Alright, so let's see how fast we can defeat the core. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, we gotta be careful to avoid his little stomping things, or else we will get slowed and he'll probably kill us. Alright, doing good so far. He's only stomped once and we managed to avoid it. Look at the damage on that thing. We're taking off so much of his health every hit. Like, just look at the health bar up there. And that's insane. His weapons seriously did get a buff. Now, all of you may not experience the same amount of damage that I'm dealing to these things, because it does scale with your levels, but if you have a high or mid level that I do, you're going to be doing a ton of damage to these mobs. I can only imagine how much damage somebody who has like 80 on their magic level would be doing. They'd probably do like 200 or 300 damage per hit. That would be insane to see. Alright, let's finish him off. Maybe a bit more. And we've already gotten him below half health already. This weapon is so good now. Like, before these titles and the staffs were, they were alright, they did decent amounts of damage, but like the Rage Blade with Auto Clicker was so good. Like, it would just dominate. This little buff that they did may actually make these the best weapons in the game. And more insane part is that these are only available in shops for like 20k. So it's like one of the cheapest weapons in the game, and it's like nearly free to almost every player. Look at that. He literally just took down the court in only like 2 minutes. That's insane. My average time is like 3. Right, now that I've shown you some gameplay of these weapons, let's talk about how I feel about them. I'm gonna say it. These weapons are broken now. I would totally recommend getting these wherever possible and using them to defeat almost every mob in the game. They are so good. You can now one-hit slime and one-hit the wizards, which is such an insane change. Like, you are able to AFK farm these things so much easier now with these new weapons. And now you can only 3-hit Buffalo Core, and you can take down all of the bosses with ease. It is so easy to take these things down. I would recommend using these things to defeat everything. They are so good. Now, my message to the Islands team is, I would probably nerf these things. The scale up is a little insane. These weapons do way too much damage compared to all of the other ones. Now, they could go about fixing this by just reducing the scale and making it so that they deal a little bit less damage per level, or they could buff all the other weapons to help them, but then they'd probably have to buff the health of all the mobs. So I think just the easiest thing to do is to nerf the damage on these things, but other than that, these things are in a really good place. I would say they don't need a huge nerf, just something small to make it so that they don't completely break the game as far as defeating mobs, especially since they are so common. Like, you can find a title for like only 20k in a shop at max. That is like the max price, whereas you can find them for like 10k, 5k. They are not hard to get, and I think they need to nerf them immediately so that they don't continue to take over the game and go on a rampage. But these are just my opinions, and I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button, and consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And as always, I'm Raider10345, and I am out. Peace.